Okay, so now that we talked about setting clear goals, making a promise to yourself, getting from life A to life B, we talked about all the categories and about setting, quality over quantity. Let's talk about actually tracking your goals to completion. So it's one thing to set goals, it's another thing to take action, and then the last part is tracking them to make sure that, at the end of the quarter, you can see what you did and what you didn't do. The things that you didn't do, you just roll to the next quarter. The things you did do, you can happily cross off and go celebrate and congratulate yourself and do whatever you want to. Just enjoy yourself because you did something that you want to do and you should be proud of yourself. Okay, so quarterly goal tracker. This is where you're going to track everything. Now, this is a calendar that has the same 3 months that your quarterly goals sheet has. So this is January, February, March, January, February, March. Now, you're probably saying, well, can't I just use my regular calendar to track your goals? Yes, you can. You can totally do that. The reason why I am using a separate tracker is because I'm stapling these two together and I'm keeping them together because at the end of the quarter, I want to easily see, I want to easily be able to say, yes, I completed this goal, or no, I didn't complete this goal, as opposed to going to my calendar, which is very busy, and trying to find where the goals are. I could probably just create another sub-calendar, but I kind of like just keeping it together, and I like having the paper one. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay, so every time I do something on here, I'm going to track it here. For example, one of my goals, my health goal, is I will exercise at least 40 days by March 31st. So every time I exercise, I put a sticker on the date that I exercised. Now, why do I do this? Because I want to track the number of days that I exercise. The only way I'm going to know if I completed that goal is if I track it somehow here. So by putting a smiley face sticker, that means I exercised. Now at the end of the quarter, I can count up and say, okay, I exercised 40 days, I met my goal. Or no, I didn't exercise 40 days, I only exercised 25 days, I didn't meet my goal. And then you can take it a step further and say, well, why didn't I accomplish my goal? What happened here that I didn't get it done? So you can kind of look back and look for patterns and stuff. And so for other things, one of my goals is I will babysit my nephew and niece at least 3 times. So that's once a month. So then I can just come back here and say, okay, I babysat there, the 17th. Well, did I babysit here? It looks like I didn't. And then did I babysit here? So then I can just count up and say yes or no, I babysat 3 times. So it just gives you a way to track everything. Okay, so that's how I'm managing all my goals. Put it onto here, and then I track it onto here. Now, some of the things that I put onto here, I honestly don't know how I'm going to accomplish it. I just know that I want to accomplish it, and I'm willing to take the necessary steps to get it done. One of the things that helps is, once I put it on here, to get it on the calendar. If it's something that I want to volunteer for or it's something I want to do, just schedule it and then worry about the details when you're approaching the date of when it's going to happen. For example, one of the things was I will attend Toastmasters at least 4 times in this quarter. And I didn't know anything about Toastmasters. I had never been to Toastmasters. I didn't even know where the locations were. But I put the goal on there. I made the promise to myself that I was going to go to Toastmasters with the goal of improving my public speaking. And I did all the research to figure out where the groups are. And then once I figured out what the groups were, I put it on my calendar. And then it's just a matter of showing up and then being prepared if there's anything I need to prepare for those meetings. So you don't need to know how it's going to come together or how you're going to accomplish the goal. It's just a matter of getting it onto paper, making the promise to yourself, and doing whatever action necessary to make it a priority and commit to the goal if you are serious about accomplishing that goal so you can get to your life B.